Jerry
And it's not wrong.
Fast time and
It's
super
not
late.
wrong.
Huh?
I could tell midway down the back straightaway. Oh, we got fast time.
We got her.
Yeah,
Sailor in a 3.
Hang on. You're turning when you let off the throttle. I mean, but seriously, I don't know that a guy like us, I don't think we have much more than that.
I'm pretty happy with,
Yeah.
when I grew up, I was not stupid, well, if you're lucky enough to get, let's work hard,
Yeah.
getting late mile. That's,
Yeah.
my dad drove late miles. All my heroes drove late miles. Joe Shear drove super late. That's
Yeah.
as far as he went.
Yeah,
And he's
that's
a
what-
legend.
that's
I
what
was
we
going to
had.
ask you if your dad, we had a fan question that
good enough.
they wanted to know how you got involved in racing. We didn't know that. I didn't know that your dad drove.
My dad was a slave driver. Yeah, I had to work on the race cars every
What a
night.
tough son of a gun that guy is.
He'd come home riding his motorcycle in, his Goldwing, from playing softball. My dad, he don't run, but he can knock the ball out of the park, right? come home. I'd have the modified engine, cranked halfway out of the car, stuff like that when I was a kid. That's how we grew up. And then he'd work on the car the rest of the night, get up early in the morning, go drive a truck all day, go play softball, come home racing.
Right.
I don't know how he did it.
I think I was born in December and went to my first race in April. I mean, so I never want to admit how old I am, and I will not admit.
We're not going to ask you because you.
But I mean, I
It
was
don't
3
matter.
months old when I went to my first race. Quite honestly,
You're only as old as you feel.
that's not good. But seriously, I mean, it's literally all I've ever done. I mean, my parents were involved before I was born.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, that's all I've ever done, and that's what it takes. I think. I mean, you got to be immersed in it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we were soaked in it, right?
Yeah, you can't be half in and half out.
I didn't go to homecomings when I was a kid.
I did go to homecoming.
I didn't go to dances. You raced all summer. You raced.
Right.
You ran home from school
So
Friday
we
night
didn't-
and
yeah,
jump
we
in a
didn't-
cube van and you go into Madison.
Yeah, we didn't make we
Rockford
didn't go
was
to
the next night. Slinger was the next night.
We didn't play football
school.
in high school. You didn't, that interfered. You went racing.
Yeah.
I think I was 15 when I did my first pit stop.
I love it. I love it.
Changing tires. I mean, for John Canals, I think I was 15 years old at Indianapolis Raceway Park. So didn't have a driver's license yet. I changed tires.
I changed tires for Joe Shear at Kakana. Red 36. He won that one. That was 10 grand. He had, just about got hit by Jim Weber. When I fell down. I changed the right rear. Car pulls away and I tripped and fell down. I looked up. Jim Weber's leaving. Just fucking. I'm sorry. He's just getting her.
Blink, blink,
I
blink.
looked right in his
Ours
eyes.
was,
Holy cow! I had to run.
Ours was Rusty Wallace. He was probably the worst guy on pit road. When I got tire marks on a shirt from Rusty at IRP. So I mean, I don't think people realize, John and I both were pretty successful on the racetrack, but we're pretty successful off the racetrack too. I changed tires for probably.
Enjoy off the racetrack just as much.
I probably changed tires for half a dozen different guys as a kid.
Changing tires
before I started racing,
Neat.
and it was kind of a big thing.
But I believe come from a worth ethnic that's deep in the race, and then when you understand all those different aspects of what it takes to make a race car go around, whether you're changing tires or building engines or building the rear ends, or a lot of kids nowadays don't know that stuff.
It's a team, man. I mean, it's a lot of work.
When you've experienced all that stuff, it makes you a little better on the racetrack.
I think so. The education is huge.
Yeah, no college education, but
no.
Oh, yeah.
Which I do got to give my son a shout out if I can quickly. My son ran his first track meet tonight for college and won.
Awesome.
So pretty proud
That's
of that.
awesome.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
As far as safety, because you both have been in some good wrecks, what do you guys think is the most important?
Boy, I don't know. I'm still the old school. I'm kind of jaded. I always laugh. My Hans device is built in. It's my second chin. I don't wear them things yet.
Very uncomfortable, I've heard.
Yeah, I'm just. I tried the. God, I don't remember what they even called them back then. Hutchins or whatever it was. I tried one of them, and I'm just not that guy. I mean, unfortunately.
So you do without it too.
Yeah, I do without it. I'm a full face helmet though. I do go against Johnny with that.
Yeah, but I wear a Hans.
Yeah, but
So I mean, how are you gonna get to the steering wheel if you got a Hans?
Yeah,
You know?
I'm big on the full face helmet, but yeah, I'm probably not your best safety advocate guy.
That open face, aren't you afraid that debris is going to come flying through the window or anything?
Well, no.
You're just saying that because you have one.
I do kind of give him crap about that too myself.
Well, I don't like them.
I'm not
DJ
big
loves
on
them
them.
too, and
I'm not big on
I got
it.
the goggles, but I don't know.
I mean, they look tough.
It's what you're comfortable with, though. And
I
then,
don't wear. You know, if you know me as a person outside of, you know, like your day-to-day life, you know, I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear, you know, I don't like a necklace. I don't like sunglasses. I'm just one of them guys. Don't like, you know.
Kind of claustrophobic, are you?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I could play hide and seek, you know.
Okay.
I
But
didn't see that going there, but okay.
but I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
Next.
you know, a lot of that's what you're comfortable with. Like I said, you know, I think back in the '90s we had the helmet with the just a chin strap thing, where there wasn't a full faced helmet, and I'd only made that a couple 3 weeks, and I had to go. Otherwise, I'm either been a full faced or you know, or an open. And I'm more of a. I like the full faced. I like the. I don't know if it's so much security, but I like the feel, and it's just something I've gotten used to. But I'm not used to all the other stuff. I did get my first, containment seat here a couple of years ago with my Super Late, and I've gotten to where I enjoy that. I have a specific brand I use. It's an ISP. I really like it. But other than that, I'm pretty much whatever it is, we just go.
I was lucky enough to come in, you know, like I said in '02, where, you know, unfortunately after Aaron, you know, got killed, that was the way it was going to be.
Right.
So I didn't know the difference. You know, luckily
Right.
with a Hound. So unlike, you know, guys that can't get comfortable to them, like my dad couldn't. You know, he
Holy
could
crap! I mean, I
wear
did
that
the
or
old.
whatever, but once you put it on, if you don't know the difference.
Right. I mean, I did the old fiberglass seat. We were laughing about that here at the auction the other night. I mean, geez, we ran the old, you know, $99 fiberglass seat. I went that whole gamut of stuff. I mean, so I'm pretty comfortable. I mean, we do what we got to do, and I'm pretty cool.
How long do you both envision yourself racing?
I think I got one more year in me.
What?
Oh, I'm kidding.
I will admit to have thoughts of retiring. Actually, this past summer was kind of was a thought, a hard thought, but I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not ready to just
You had
say.
more fun this summer.
Yeah, it helps having a good race car.
Yeah, I mean, this summer you come. Other than the last couple of years, I thought you were having a little more fun.
We were pretty competitive this year, which helps a lot.
Fast time.
Yeah, car's quick.
That lit you up.
I still got to get. We still need to be a little quicker, a little more comfortable. The whole our last shot at the Super Late thing was kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. You know, I mean, I don't like the bump stops and all that stupid stuff. I'd love to get back to just old school, put some springs in the car and go racing. And
You don't have to have that stuff.
yeah, but you do with a Super almost.
It depends on tracks you pick.
Yeah, tracks you
You know.
pick. I mean, but so that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I enjoyed Grundy. I enjoyed the Dells a little bit, but I don't know. I think I got probably maybe a couple, 3 more in me. We'll see.
It's good. It's good. You have a long time.
Jared's 3,
Jared's
so I got,
yeah.
you know, we'll see.
Yeah, he's so dang cute.
Oh man, he's a cute
The
kid.
mailman is incredible.
I love that mailman.
You have to
I
thank
love
him.
that kid.
He's a good
He helps
kid.
me push my race car in every week, and I get such a kick out of that.
It's like
He
the old lady
runs.
tells me, you know, the mailman comes every day.
He runs all over. He kills me. Fan question to both of you: who is your short track racing hero, and who is the guy you always dreamed of racing against?
You first.
Man, that's a All right, this is going to sound terrible. All right? I really don't wish to race against anybody.
Really?
I don't.
It sucks racing against you. I'm just going to tell you.
And I don't know how to answer that without sounding like an ass, but I don't.
It's how you feel.
I don't particularly care to race against anybody.
I don't blame you.
To me, when I get in that race car, damn it, I'm that guy. I am the guy. And if I worry about Johnny or Joe Clutch Pedal, I'm already behind.
Joe Clutch Pedal. Love
You know
it.
what I mean? To me, I want to roll in a racetrack. I want people to go, oh shit, Jerry's here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at it. And I've always tried not to be intimidated by somebody or however that may sound, but that's kind of what I've always went by. As far as one of the guys I loved racing against would have to be Steve Carlson. I mean, I think, in my time frame of life, Steve is probably the he's like the legend. He's the guy.
That's what we call him, the legend. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that guy he's probably the most amazing guy. The guy I wished I would have got actually was be Tom Refner and Dick Trickle. I wished I could have got to race against those two. But other than that, I mean, I love to race against Johnny. I hate racing against Bobby Wilberg. I loved the 93 car at Madison.
Ziegler?
No. Filer.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Feisty
Dave Filer. Dave Filer raced you, whether it was lap 1 or lap 100, he was still an ass.
That's Conrad Morgan at Slinger.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's
just run the guts out of you.
Great. Just
run the guts out of you. But otherwise, I
love it.
I don't really have that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody?
I hope to think the son of a bitch likes to race against me.
He said
Well,
no.
I don't know. I never thought about it. I mean, I hate racing with Bobby Warburg, but he's taught me a lot. I hate racing with Jerry Gille, but he's taught me a lot. Yeah, you don't hate it.
No, I don't hate nobody.
It's a different. It's just a.
But to think I want to race against somebody.
I mean, I don't want to race with Mikey Bilderbeck. I mean, we're supposed, we're like little brothers. But
yeah.
I mean, when we're on the racetrack, it's.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough question for.
We're not going to get along.
Right.
For a few
later,
seconds.
okay, but
yeah.
I mean, no. I mean,
I guess
it's really a strange question.
Matt Berger and me don't get along on a racetrack, but I don't know.
That was a fan question. I have another fan question. Now that Grundy has changed their tire rule, are you going to go race more down there?
Let's see. How do I answer that? I've had a few feelers both ways from officials and fans, and that's not out of the question. Unfortunately, the time frame at Grundy is difficult. I mean, the whole Friday night thing is really, really hard down there for especially the crew guys and myself to get off and go to work there. But it's such a neat place. I grew up going there. I mean, I admitted how young I was or how long ago it was when I first went there. But
so it's a Friday night race there and then a Saturday night race here.
Yeah. So that would be a problem, especially being a super late race on Friday and then try to run limiteds on Saturday. But anything's possible. I mean, we probably I would like to get around a little bit more as we get near the end of my career. I guess you want to a couple more.
Travel your last year.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. So we were thinking about that the other night. I've raced it in 6 states at 17 racetracks.
Wow.
And I've won at 12 of them. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You hear that one track wonder thing. I don't want to be that guy. So I've been pretty fortunate. I know Johnny's won that a lot between State Park.
Well, our race team, we won at Wausau this year. We won at Rockford this year. Slinger this year. Madison this year. I think there's more slingers.
Well, they're all like, you know,
like
I mean,
5
it's
different
all,
tracks.
They're all like though. I mean,
Yeah, it's awesome. I like that about it. You know, our racing. That's
Yeah.
cool in 1 year. You know, it was like the old days.
like for me, I've raced everywhere from Gateway, which is 1.25 miles, and that was 100 and almost 60-mile-an-hour racetrack.
No.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Wow, that was a. You really get kind of lulled into sleep till somebody wrecks in front of you, and then it's an oh shit moment.
Yeah.
And
One.
all the way down to Francis Creek, which is like racing in this living
Yeah, it's a
room.
hood there.
So yeah, I mean it's kind of cool.
Another fan question. How did you come up with the design graphic for your car, color, etc.?
Let me see. I'm in November, December, January, and February not racing and laying on a couch and thinking you're watching TV, but you're really not. You're just, all right. How's the car gonna look this year?
Oh, you're one of them.
Right.
Oh, I'm spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled. I have a sign painter. I take my guy a black race car, and I never know what I'm picking up.
Oh,
Well,
really?
We're days
Never.
away.
That would be awesome.
Oh, I never know.
That's awesome.
Thank
Every
God
year
I've always
at the-
enjoyed it, but
Every year at the banquet, me and Frisch will line up at the bar, right? And he'll, you know how Frisch is, you know.
yeah, get all elbowed up.
What do you think? You know, and well, here's my napkin.
No, I have a
Did you do
gentleman.
that? Yeah, I think I can do
I
that.
have a gentleman that I don't even tell him what colors I want. Other than we're not allowed pink or green, but otherwise, I got nothing.
Yeah, I got
That's
guys
so
on the team
cool.
saying
We
no
gotta
green.
try that.
We take that man a
Jason
black
says,
race
"No
car,
green."
and God only knows what we're gonna end up with. So
Neat.
Tommy Goyette's been with me since 96 or 97. The man's painted my race cars, and he's a legitimate old school sign painter. So I don't mess with it. That's not my problem.
You had a car, I want to say baby blue car you drove.
Baby blue.
Not me.
Oh,
Big
karaoke's
brother.
later, right?
What was the color car that you drove
What's
for
the
John
color
House?
I drove a white race car
With blue.
that John owned.
With
yes.
baby blue, and you had the white graphics
Yes.
on the bottom, the checkered flag. My favorite car.
Yeah, I'm one of the few guys that ever got to drive for John Canals.
Mm-hmm.
Fast time car, right?
We're
That's
going to
that-
talk
that thing
about
was
that in a
cool.
minute. What advice would you give someone who wants to start racing, knowing what you know now?
There's so many answers to that. Ideally, I would tell you don't.
DJ, why didn't you talk to him before you started?
I had a gentleman, we were talking about John Canals. I went to John, I was a kid. I had an opportunity to run a Sportsman car, and John asked me, what in the world were you thinking? And fortunately, I didn't take his advice, and we've made it this long. So, biggest thing is use your head. We're all not going cup racing. We all know that. We don't have endless supplies of money. It's not going to happen. I've seen way more good marriages ruined by race cars than good driving careers ruined by marriages. Keep that in mind. So, just try to have fun, man.
The fans are asking if you can talk louder or get closer.
All right, I'll try to get closer. Sorry. I'm such a shy guy normally, so
I can't tell.
John will tell you that. Yeah, can't hardly get a word out of me. That's where I would say, just try to have fun. I mean, we're not going cup racing.
Right.
You know, we're not the next Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, we used to say Jeff Gordon, but
Yeah, he's gone.
retired.
Yeah, he's long gone.
I don't want to be the next. I don't know. Yeah, what do you? Yeah.
Mine's Steve Carlson, I guess. I mean,
Legend.
yeah, Steve told somebody I had helped at the time, a long time ago, that the best thing he could ever help for was to be Steve Carlson, and he fell short. So yeah, it is what it is.
To the both of you, what are your hobbies besides racing? And John, drinking does not count.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad
Well,
she threw that in there.
I am on a drinking league on Monday nights,
That doesn't count.
and we bowl at the same time.
Oh, bowling is just perks.
Brian Bagwell.
I really don't have
The
one.
day he called me and said, "Hey, we need a guy. You want to bowl on Monday nights?" Yeah.
What could go wrong there?
Are you good?
No, like I said, it's
John's
drinking.
there for average.
Yeah.
He's got a drink.
He's got the handicap.
Yeah.
I really don't have
It's
anything.
true.
I don't want to sound cliche, but mine would be family. I mean, I don't really have it's either racing or family. That's pretty much all I got.
That'll fill you up.
Or work. I
Yeah.
work 60 hours a week.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sucks pretty bad, but one's got to do the other, so that's what it is.
Why did you pick the numbers that you guys picked?
Mine's kind of a convoluted answer, so you better go with yours first.
When I was a kid, I used to draw numbers all the time at school. You
The
know,
only thing you could draw was an X? Seriously?
no, I drew
Oh.
10.
Okay.
You know, you put them together, and I could always make that look good. You know, so that's.
Oh.
You know, and nobody else. You know, I didn't want to be 24. Or, you didn't want to be 3. Or, you know what I mean? You know, I thought, you know what? Nobody's got 10. You know.
All right.
So what was that?
Mine
The
was
X
kind
came
of
later. That could be another question. But
Mine was kind of
started with number 10.
My dad ran one summer before I was born, and he was 99 junior. But oddly enough, I was going to be number 9, and the gentleman that had 9 was going to retire. Everything was cool. Well, then at the last second, he decided not to retire, so we just doubled it and went racing. So
Nice.
not a whole lot to it, just kind of what it was.
Hey, get him Coors Light.
Oh no,
would you?
I'm good. No, I'm like half
Ridiculous.
going.
I'm the only one here. I feel like.
Go ahead, Robert. When you're not racing and you're watching the lower ranks, who do you like to watch? Like, think as the person that's got talent but just hasn't got the opportunity in the late models yet?
Adam Cartwright.
Fan question.
I've been a big fan of his since, years back. Like,
Right.
I'd go in the pits on a Wednesday night just to walk in and
He
say,
can wheel that thing.
"Dude, you're a driver."
Mine, I don't want to sound like an ass kisser, but I have to say DJ.
Used to watch him too, but now he's in late model. So.
Yeah, so now we got to wreck him.
I gotta
Get
watch
an
out for him.
opportunity. Yeah,
Now I gotta watch out for him.
some bitches in the way. No, I don't.
Oh God.
But no,
I think that was a threat. I think what he just did to you was a threat. Did you see
I
him?
love to watch Howie wear. Howie's always sitting on a right rear tire.
Yeah,
He's got a lot
that
like
guy.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, his shit's always out there on the edge like mine.
2 to 1.
Yep. Guy only knows what's going to happen next corner.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Roadrunner fan.
Me too. Especially
Man.
driving
My
it.
favorite division.
To me,
Wow.
to this day, if I could go out and still, I would not have a problem with running a hobby stock every week. I would not.
So if somebody
Greatest
from
part about
Go ahead. No, go.
no,
You're
I'll,
good.
I'll run the show.
Okay.
The
You do
greatest
it.
part about having a good weekend, before like me and Chris, Chris, our tire guy, Chris Sorensen, is if we have a good weekend, man, you know what? Get to the shop Tuesday night, knock a couple things out. Go to the shop Wednesday for just a night. We get to go to the races on Wednesday night.
I never go on Wednesday.
We go
unfortunately.
every chance we can go is go out there and get in the stands and watch the
I
races.
never,
I
never
love
get to
it.
go on Wednesday, but
If they're
Awesome.
fun. The Sixers
It's
are
awesome.
a trip.
Yeah,
It
that
looks like a-
division is.
They are. I love
anything
them.
you
That
can knock
division's
the
taking
windows
off.
out and go racing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Is-
They're
is
just
cool.
they're all
Man.
over.
That kid in that white car was
That,
42 or something this summer. He won like every race.
Oh, I know his name.
8th, 9th, 10th row.
Andrews, right? Thomas Andrews is his name, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Lounsbury
that
is winning
guy.
every Roadrunner feature this winter. This summer. Yeah, it was fun to watch.
I've told a lot of guys that if I really just absolutely fell on hard times, couldn't do anything else, I'd probably be in a Roadrunner again. I don't have a problem with that.
I'm not saying that wouldn't be awesome to see.
Well, I'm just saying, I would not think twice. I mean, I've talked to Austin Fowler a couple times. I wouldn't mind driving his stuff. I mean, that's the last time I truly had a great time in a race car. I mean, just no worries, just have fun.
Cool. What makes racing special for you?
Oof.
Nothing. It's pain in the ass.
It's
always
absolutely
broke.
a pain in the ass.
Right? You got to work
It's a
every
hard
night.
ass lifestyle.
Man,
A lot of people
I
ask
was
me
good
how
about
I
it.
feel about my kids not being in a race car. My nephew races, I love the kid to death. probably.
Does he race anymore?
Well, he's like
Did he
me.
retire too?
He's working on it.
I don't know.
But I mean, my own kids
used to be
not being in
friends.
a car, you know, it really doesn't hurt because it's a hard lifestyle.
That was a question that was asked: was do you want your kids to follow in your
Ooh.
footsteps?
Oh my God! I mean,
I hope
you
my
guys
kid's a
know,
lot smarter. And
you
lot
guys
smarter.
know what it's like. I mean, it's a hard lifestyle.
Oh, we
when
know.
when I was growing up as a kid, you know, all you worried about was how to make that thing faster. I mean, that's all we did. How do you make that thing faster? Now what do we worry about? How do we pay for that son of a bitch?
And that's
You know
why
what
we
I mean?
have you on here,
That's
so
what
these
it's-
people can know that. A lot of
That's
people
what
don't
it's
know
come
what
to.
goes into it.
How in the world am I going to pay for this thing? I know how to make it faster. I just don't have to pay for it to make it go faster.
I literally work, you know, and the race team does too. I mean, every night all summer. I mean, like I said earlier, we have a good weekend. When we get to go out by 7:27 and watch the Wednesday night races, that's a good week.
Right.
Otherwise, you're working.
Yep.
There's no way you can get out of there. You're a slave to it.
Yeah, it's absolutely a second job. I mean, it's
So,
So how does your wife and your girlfriend handle it?
well, I'm lucky. You know, I'm very lucky. But
my wife hates it. No, I'm shitting you.
I was gonna say
35 years later.
Oh my God, my wife. You want to talk about a man? That lady is. I can honestly say she is second to none. We were. I don't know if we were leading Roadrunner points or second. And we were still dating at the time, and we were on our way home from the last Wednesday night before Saturdays, or before last Saturday night, and we went home for Wednesday started. And I even remember the intersection. We were sitting at Forest Hills and Riverside, and my wife says, "So, are we racing Wednesday night?" And I was like, "No, that's crazy. I'm not doing that." And she goes, "Didn't we build this thing to race?" And I was like, "Well, I guess."
Yeah.
Then I guess we're racing on Wednesday night, right? I guess. So, yeah, I've been pretty fortunate. Usually, if we run a tough stretch, she's more worried about why we're not there, why we're not making stuff go. So, I'm really, really fortunate that way.
I'm 41 and never been married, so the racing is the number one reason why.
Yeah,
There's not too many, women in the
It's a
world.
really different lifestyle.
You got to have the right girl to put up with this.
Yeah.
It's a different lifestyle.
So you'll never forget March 22nd.
Nope,
You won't.
not a bit.
That's his anniversary.
Yes, it is.
Jerry, in 1989, the seventh night of your rookie year, you came to the white flag. Who was in your mirror as you turned around? Who was in your mirror when you went around turn 1, turn 2? And you're heading down the backstretch. What were your thoughts knowing you had 2 turns left and you had to nail them perfectly to get the win? How did that make you feel?
Actually, it was, I believe Bobby Wilberg was following me. So, backstory to that. Seventh, was it seventh night? It was
Your
6th or 7th.
Seventh night of your rookie
We
year.
were just talking about this
Yeah.
a little while ago.
So, the 5th or 6th night of that same summer, let's start there.
Okay.
I was fortunate enough to start on the front row, and we were hooked up. We were driving away. And mind you, my first year of race cars, or late models, I never bought a tire. I was getting all my tires from John Canals.
Recaps back then,
Yep.
right? Which we still should be on.
Yeah, we
I
should
believe.
still be. Chad, or John Canals was giving me all his tires. Chad and my longtime crew chief, Jimmy, I'd go on Wednesdays and pick up tires. They were even marked. Right front, left front. You know what I mean?
Didn't have to measure them.
Didn't have to do nothing. Just put them on a car. So I was leading with, we were fairly early into the race. Going on turn 1, broke a transmission. And I took out probably half the field leading my rookie year. I mean, it was ugly. I mean, I backed in the fence and I wiped out half the field. And man, I was like somebody run over my puppy. I mean, it was sad. And I thought, here's my racing career. It's
5th night in.
yes, we're done. This is bad. I mean, I wrecked everybody. So we're laughing about the old Saginaw
Yeah,
three-speed transmissions.
Yeah,
she locked down in like first gear going into turn 1, and it was on. I mean, we stacked them up in there like domino. It was ugly. So got everything pieced back together, and we were racing on nickels, and it must have been 1 or 2 weeks later. Same thing, we were leading. You hear about, you hear noises, and you know, is this thing going to make it? And I remember coming off turn 2, Bobby was behind me. He ran the 25 car at the time, and Bob was stout.
Oh, yeah, Moonberry car. Yeah,
he was pretty fast, but not like crazy. And I'd been holding my own, and it was probably just about time we lifted getting into 3. I thought, geez, I got an opportunity to win this thing. I mean, it took that long for me to really, for it to set in that, geez, I might get this done, and come off turn 4, and that was the first shot I really got. I thought, holy shit, I'm going to win this thing. And that was
3-1.
man. It was unreal. But, yeah, that's only...
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
7
different.
races in.
7 races in. I was telling John and DJ a story about my wonderful piece of machinery we started that season out with. I literally had less than $2,000 in my whole late model.
Whoa.
In '89. I mean, it was quite a rolling piece of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was different. Quite a turnaround.
Obviously, everyone's goal is to win a championship. But do you set personal goals at the beginning of each season?
God, I don't think so at this point, do you?
Personal goals? I don't know what personal goals are.
I don't really.
I mean, you start the year off, you're going to win a championship, right?
Yeah, well, in April, every son of a bitch in the place is going to win a championship.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've said that for years.
4-1.
I don't care what anybody says. If you don't have, if you can't tell somebody in April that I'm winning a championship, you don't belong in it.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, why show up? Why'd you work on it?
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. And I've always, it's usually 6 weeks in before you really, reality sets in for a lot of guys. But if you don't go there opening night thinking you're going to win a championship, I think you're nuts.
Well, you just let down all your sponsors. I'll tell you that.
Everybody.
So when you guys get ready to go racing, do you guys have to do you do anything mentally, physically, or you just get in and
We're
go?
all mental.
Well, I know. I know.
We're all mental.
I know.
I do have I'm probably one of the more superstitious guys. Hate to admit that, but yeah. I got a few things I do pretty standard.
Yeah. I don't want to know what they're.
Yeah, you don't want to know. I'm not going to share neither, but yeah, I do have I don't know what you call it. Yeah, I do shit every week, same way.
You just get in and go. Because you're just like, whatever, right?
Yeah, well, like the beginning of the year, like before the spring classic or something, you're just about ready, and that's that night before. I'll probably watch like 3 movies, like Clint Eastwood movies or something. You get, I'm a big fan of Clint Eastwood. But I'll get get that about you by the time you wake up on Saturday morning with 2 hours of sleep. But other than that, I mean, you go through the summer and you're racing 50 times, and you're racing Madison on Friday night, and you're at Dave's White Rock until they cut you off.
Yeah, it becomes a habit.
Yeah, it becomes you're just going.
Right.
You're not going to go home and humming.
Right.
Get to the shop, you work, you go. I'm not much of a superstitious kind of guy.
Yeah, I am, unfortunately.
Junior, any chance of you going down to run the World Series of Asphalt before you're done?
No. That's like a $30,000 tag right there. Just
I had
maybe if the smart pays for it, you'll do it, right? If the smart pays for it, you'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, you wouldn't turn down racing, 9 nights out of 10.
Freddie Nielsen told me years ago, unless you can throw away $20,000, don't go.
I mean, that's a
lot
deal.
of money.
I was really
You're racing
fortunate.
half a season for most people. That's half a
Right.
season.
Yeah.
I was really fortunate. We went down to 97 and ran Volusia, and we come out of there ahead. And I can honestly say I'm probably one of the few guys that left there coming out ahead. So,
Well, yeah, you had 6 titanium rods. You told me that at the
frickin' bar
Awesome
over
race
there.
car. God, that thing was
Carbon
awesome.
fiber roof. Now this is back before,
Yeah, this was before.
there's like 4 guys with a carbon fiber roof, and you're one of them.
We were
right?
one of them. Yeah, we were pretty fortunate. But yeah,
Jerry, Howie Ware wants to know
Howie.
what you know about
Yeah, Howie, I went to work
Booster
today.
in his Roadrunner days.
Who?
Howie Ware.
Howie.
What do I know about his Roadrunner days?
His octane booster.
Oh, yeah. We used to pour that stuff in just like it was water. It didn't work out so well.
Like, it's illegal, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no?
Only if you're caught.
Oh, well, then that's not then. Yeah.
See, so it's different.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, we used to pour that stuff in like it was water. A little works, a little bit better.
You know, when I worked at Sep Train when I was a kid, Howie taught me, if you pour a little training fluid down the guy's carburetor, when he goes to leave, it smokes the... That's what Howie taught me when I was a kid. It'll
Great.
smoke for 2 miles. Like it's blowing up.
Nick Schneider says, John, you were born to race the figure 8.
DJ gave me that opportunity. That was awesome. Go out, we had fun. Spun out 3 times in practice.
You want to do it again?
The whole turn right thing messed, or what happened?
Just getting the steering down. I mean, you can't lift,
Yeah,
It's
there's no
all
lifting. If
man.
you lift, you lose.
You lift, you lose. Yeah, it was
You
a
had
good
it.
time. That
Should
was a
have
good
been
time.
yours.
Just about got killed. Like 3 laps in, we're leading the deal, right?
I do have a
Just
family
about
member
got
that was
killed.
hurt bad at a
Me too.
figure 8 in the 70s. So yeah, it's,
My head was against the. You talked about safety earlier, This is how I sat in the car.
Yeah, well, that's because the seat.
The roll bar was right there.
it's all that shit you put in your hair.
Man. Yeah, right. What if we win? We got to have a good picture, right?
Right. Yeah, you got to
So-
have a picture taken. Oh my god.
I saw this guy coming. I'm like, who's this guy?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Get here.
What's he thinking?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'd do it again.
So I was asked one of the fan questions on my personal page was, what was your biggest win of your career?
I was just gonna. I have that one wrote down
Have
for
you?
you guys.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
You go first.
Well, that's dumb question. That's 2015 short track.
Super
Yeah.
late.
That's
As we said,
Die
it's going to
tomorrow.
come down to a super late race.
die tomorrow. I'm good.
Mine was a
punched out.
100 lapper at Madison, Labor Day in '98. I got to beat. Travis Quapple was there. All of them. Hoppy, Terry Baldry, Steve Carl. I passed Steve for the lead at the time. I mean, yeah, that's
Where'd you get him?
Madison.
Yeah, I know, but where?
Oh, coming off
How many
turn
fans
four.
want to hear this? I mean, coming up.
Turn
really?
4, yeah.
He pushed up. So he,
Little
3
bit.
and 4.
He pushed
and
up a
he
bit.
Turned under.
And I got to get on the apron, and
Really?
I had a little
So
sweet
you
spot.
had him stuck going in.
Oh
the
no,
wall.
I had a little sweet spot off 4. Always had at Madison before they put the wall up. I could hang a little cement apron, and that thing would just rip. And it just something that, I mean, almost, I wouldn't say from the first day because I sucked there for a little while, but once I found that, I was like, oh, this is sweet. I got a hell of a run down front straightaway and got by him and it was on.
Nice.
And then I got to race my absolute hero for the win. Knaus was in second in Rich Lofi's house car. And I had bought the car from John, the whole deal, and I was able to hold him off. And that was like it. Man, I could have quit then.
I could listen to your stories all day.
Oh, I got
He's
many.
got him. Dude.
Jesus, I got
Yeah.
many.
What were you doing in the beer garden so late?
Tell a story.
Talking to Jerry Gille.
Tell
Well, not really talking to him, just listen to him.
Listen
talk.
to me tell stupid stories.
Somebody just said they didn't know you were this talkative.
We're on a roof.
Oh, John's not very talkative.
That's
He's
what somebody
kinda
just
quiet.
said. They never knew John was this talkative.
I have been on the roof a
Well,
lot of times
push
more than
lattes help.
I've been on the roof more than a lot of open wheel
Dude, we
guys.
flipped over.
Yeah. 17 laps into an ASA race. Upside down. Oh, no.
Let's see. Okay, this is another fan question. What are your guys' opinion on the new late model body that Most Track Series hasn't approved yet?
Oh.
They put us on the spot here, aren't they?
Yeah, because we could be hung for this. This is like
Yeah.
big. I don't know. I really love the way it looks.
You could sugarcoat it if you want.
No, I really love the way it looks. I've been helped by 5-star for a lot of my career. I guess I don't necessarily call
What
it
he's
a
saying
career.
is he's been through a lot of body panels.
Yeah, I've used a few.
Mainly,
lot.
I've
mainly-
raced with some pretty rough guys.
Jerry, you need a right front fender?
Yeah.
Got it.
But I'm not big on how that all came about, and I am on that boat. It could have been handled differently.
When are they supposed to approve it?
Well, I don't think it's going to be approved this year. And I do we need it? I think we do. I just wish it could have been handled a little bit more. I don't know, politically correct. I hate to use that terminology in this day.
I don't
and
know what
age,
my
but
director is telling me here.
I love the new body. I would give anything to put the Ford on my stuff. But for them to say there is no
Raiders.
advantage,
Do you want to come in and tell us how you feel about it?
for them to say there's no advantage on a new body, I think is
That's
a
just
crock.
brain dead.
I mean,
I'll
that
say
thing
that.
is amazing looking.
It's
So I
That's
argue
pretty
that, but I think it needs to happen.
I think I agree. It could have been handled better. With the committees, but
I think some of the governmental issues on it
there's some
were a little kind of crappy.
issues there. But I would like to see it come in. But I would like to see it come in as a super late thing. For now,
Yeah.
and let them let them bodies that we run now trickle down to the limit late guys that
Yeah, because
and
what's
let
the price difference
Yeah.
going to be for those
Well,
bodies?
well, what if
they
all them-
claim now it's
What
not
if
gonna
all
be
them
too
super late
bad,
bodies are just out there and you can just get them for basically
Right.
nothing? It
Would
helps the
help
limit
us,
late
yeah.
guys out for a couple of years and let the kind of go through it that way. But fans need to see a differences. Between
there's
a
not
super
enough
late
difference right now between
literally.
them.
I mean, you go to Slinger on a Sunday.
There's no
and they got
difference.
two divisions.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't
these
know the
people in the
difference.
stands, they don't know
Yeah.
the difference.
Yeah, they look identical. They are identical.
They are
They're
identical.
identical.
Virtually
Yeah, so
identical.
there could
If
have
I could
been
put 4
ways
tires
to-
on my car and run with a super late, that's not enough. Used to be when I was a kid, there was a solid second difference between divisions.
Oh, yeah, I
between
know,
supers and limiteds. When I was a kid, or what's not necessarily a kid, when I was first starting, when you put 4 tires in your car and a 4 barrel,
time ago.
if you put 4 tires
Karaoke,
in a carburetor in your car and you could make a super late race, that was big. Now it's like it's nothing. Jesus,
I tell you what, with this with that new body that's out, I mean, I can't wait till the day that you show up to the Spring Classic and we got that new body
Right.
on 4 skips and go into 1 qualifying.
Right. But it just isn't.
That thing's
It's not the difference that it used to be.
What do you choose? You choose late model over super late or super lates or
Oh, that'd be a super.
yeah?
Super's like crack.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing.
It is. It's like crack.
How much
And I've never done crack, but I'm telling you.
Most fun I ever had in my life in a race car was short track one year, and I was lucky enough. Joe Hunter walked by. He's helped me, through our career. Time to here and there and here and there. And he come through and he said, "What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?" I said, "Well, man, we're on scabs. We're on scabs. I really have no idea what it's going to do on new tires. Go get a set." So, went out and had no money in these tires, right? 10 laps in a row, just
ripping.
giving her,
Just giving her.
just giving her for 10. And I couldn't see, my eyes were blurry. I mean, I was going as fast as I could. Just their pull off, nope, giving her. They went flying by Al Shield down the front straightaway. I remember that. Got him stuck in off of 4 and just wow.
Just wasting 4 tires.
Yeah, just spent $600 right there in 10 laps. The most fun I ever had in my life.
One of the coolest things, and I don't normally tell the story, but when Travis Quapple was doing I guess he was auditioning for the 60 Caterpillar truck. We were at Nashville with Ronnie Breeze. And I never will forget, Travis was probably, it seemed like he was a minute faster than everybody else. I mean, he was just, same thing. He was just busting at it, just riding the shit out of that thing, trying to impress at that time they had scouts.
Yeah.
He was trying to impress the guy. I mean, he was just running the hell out of the thing. Actually ended up putting the thing in the fence. They come in, fixed it. Comes out, and I swear he was a minute and a half faster than it. And it's one of the things I never will forget the fact that he said, well, I had to impress somebody, and it was free money. You know, he was just running the hell out of that thing. So that was pretty cool.
Second best time I ever had in a race car, you know, I'll run the show.
Okay.
Was
I
that
love
grudge
listening.
race?
This is
I got
what it's
nothing.
about.
I got nothing.
The grudge race we had.
Oh,
I don't know what
Jesus.
year it was. God, I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, it was 8 or 9.
I mean, we
or
had to
something.
been running 13.7s every lap.
Oh, yeah.
Just dogging.
all
just
over
whoop,
each other.
You know, whoop. It never put a
I
mark
want
on
to
the
throw out
car.
the fact, though, he moved me first.
Well, yeah, you jumped the start.
He moved me first.
Do we have a video?
I wish
can't
they had
imagine,
videos
yeah,
of
'cause-
that. God, that would have been fun.
But I did the move in the end and win, and I won.
Yeah,
but
you got me.
that was
Come off
pretty
at 2
wild.
and you had me, and I laughed. And that was it. And
Oh,
you were there.
see ya.
Yeah,
I did the last one, and it was perfect.
It's awesome.
And
was
a year
so
later,
much
I
fun.
backed the thing in a fence like I was King Kong, and
Wait, didn't you take Tom out too? Or
I almost
wreck
got him. Just about got him. It was big.
Somebody wrecked Eddie May one year.
I did
that. Was
too.
you? Yeah,
I did
yeah.
that too. I sent that guy. I think he's still wrecking.
Don't know who it was.
I think he's still crashing. I don't know.
Yeah. Who wrecks Eddie May? Come on,
Oh, he was kind of in the way.
kicking your mother.
Eddie May in the way.
We are live.
You are. But I'm about to
That's
ask
okay.
you, what is your most embarrassing moment in or out of your car at the racetrack?
Crashing Eddie May.
Jesus, no. Probably wrecking in front of the field. I mean, I took the whole field
Really?
out that night.
Yep.
Probably have
It was
to
your
be-
first season.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there was a lot of guys I respected, and I tore all their junk up because my shit was junk. I mean,
Did they let you have it?
I mean,
Did they give you like
the
an
only guy that
earful?
was really busted my ass was Dale Cox. I mean, he was second. He wasn't going to win anyways.
Oh, well,
I would have won if I hadn't have broke, so screw him. But
Right.
no, he's the only bad guy out of the bunch. Well, we're good.
You don't have any embarrassing moments at all?
Oh yeah, plenty. We're gonna talk about them now. I mean, how long is the show?
Yeah.
Your most embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing moment on a racetrack? Probably leading when we won the short track deal in 2015, and then we come out in 2016. Just then we were killing it.
You were fast.
God, we
I
were
remember that.
stupid fast, and the coil failed. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, but that's not your fault. That's not.
Well, but it's still
it's
something
yeah, it is.
It's still a reflection on
It
you.
is. I installed the coil.
Oh, well, then maybe it is your fault.
No, I mean it was tight. Everything. The wire didn't fall off. It failed, but that's embarrassing. Sit there in the infield. That's
Did you come out and win the next week?
rough. No, it was the end of the year, so you had to sit on that all winter.
Oh,
That's the worst part. Sitting all winter
You
thinking.
had to sit on it. That was embarrassing for for us, and then for my dad, and for the whole race team. That was just a stupid little part. You know what's really screwed up about that weekend about coils is Wilburg fell out of the Big 8 race the night before. Coil. We both, we're all parked together. I mean, me and Wilburg aren't exactly teammates. All right, you guys go play it nice together. But it's all Dad's stuff, and whew, man, that was rough.
Well, guys, our hour is up.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
I just want to thank.
That was
or-
painless.
I just want to let you guys know how much fun tonight was.
Thank
I
you.
was nervous, very nervous, but I knew
Oh my
you
God.
talking to you in the beer garden, you were
Now-
gonna talk back and forth.
Now we
so-
do this every Saturday night, Gardner.
Yeah,
So
Susie should film this.
if you want to
Oh,
hear
well,
any of this
somebody is-
crap again, because we repeat it pretty regular.
Well, somebody will be in the piston
Saturday
afterwards
nights.
with a camera, probably.
Most Saturday nights we repeat this pretty regular.
I have a.
John and I are kind of a pair.
We're gonna do We're gonna do a behind the scenes type deal where I'm gonna have a camera and go in during the races and after and stuff like that because Kyle can't get there. So
I think most of us can attest to the fact that usually we have to tell our significant others that I was with John or.
Okay, well you'll have.
And they never believe. They never believe it. Jerry wasn't out till 3 a.m.
Well, yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Well, now you're gonna have some
And
proof.
I guarantee he probably took his hauler through the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Wow, does that lady dislike that? 44-foot of gooseneck trailer at McDonald's makes that lady unhappy.
Swinger.
She is not a happy person.
She's
got to be impressed by the time you get to the window.
You would think.
He did it.
You would
He did
think,
it.
yeah.
Totally done that.
Take care of me because I made it. I mean, you'd think she would be impressed. Not a chance. But I always get my McDonald's, so we're good.
Is there anyone you guys want to give a shout out to? This is your part of the show.
Oh man, mine would be Jimmy Lauder and Boyd and Boyd Crumrine and obviously my wife and kids. But I mean, the guys that helped me hardcore, Jimmy and Boyd. I mean, and I had Dwayne Earls for a number of years. But man, them guys, God, they worked their tails off for me. I mean, couldn't do it without them.
My teammates know who the hell they are, so
Yeah,
I would shout out to Susie Deary, David Deary at Rockford Speedway, Greg McCarns at at
the last true
Madison,
promoter. I said it earlier. Last
these are
true
the people we
promoter
race for.
is Greg
This is why we're here
McCarns.
tonight. We get the race. You know?
Awesome.
I'd get to be a local hero sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Like it.
Once in a great while, we get to be that.
Good people. I
Very
like,
awesome.
I always look at racing, it is a job. It is a second job. And, you gotta, do you like who you work for?
Right.
It really is a second job. It's you got 40-hour work week and then shop.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I like working for
It's tough.
the Deary family. I like working for the McCarns family, Angie and Greg.
Great folks. We've been pretty fortunate through the
Yeah,
years.
we're lucky to have this right now because
Yeah. It could be gone tomorrow.
could be gone tomorrow.
Yep.
So
Oh, let's hope not.
Anything's possible.
support your local.
Support your local racetrack and your local racer.
And that's what we're doing this for. We want people to get to know you guys. You get to know your stories or whatever. To these guys, some of you guys, the most fans, you guys are just their favorite driver. They
Just
don't know
dumbasses
what
that go around
your
in
life
circles.
is like.
We're just dummies that go around in circles.
Yeah. Well, more of an oval for you. Yeah.
Some days are circles.
Which is pretty cool because you're Robert's favorite driver, so he not only
chopped
gets,
liver.
now he gets
Just-
to hear about you.
I'm chopped liver, by the way. That's cool.
Sorry, DJ, it just happened.
Up to one.
Outside the Fence would like to thank Sarah with Designs by Kay. She made our cups, hoodies, and the shirt the Beer Boy is wearing. The Dearies and Rockford Speedway, without them, we wouldn't have these stories and memories to share. All the viewers, a huge thank you to Jerry and John for coming to share your memories with us.
Thanks,
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
To the bar.
To the bar. Out. Bye.